because we've seen the next great guy come and go, and it's a flash in the pan, and it's a year. What change? What's the separation? How can guys do this, from health and fitness to the movies to training the most elites? How do you stay in it, and what have you picked up through these kind of people? I've learned a lot over the 4 decades of health and fitness and being in the trenches with the greatest in the world. And one of those things I've learned a lot more about and how to build better muscle is nutrition and how it has changed over the decades. And that's why I have the Titan meal plan for you guys out there that are confused about nutrition. I'm gonna set you straight. Get a hold of me today. The link will be in the comments down below for you guys. Everybody, get over to the Titan meal plan, and I'll see you in the Titan crew, where I will fine tune any difficulties that you're having. People started back in the days when we were doing it, and so few continued, or it was like you said, a flash in the pan. So what is it? What allowed? And you're around these iconic people. I got to film with Bruce Willis in 1989, 1990. Right.
That's my guy.
Right. And I remember I was just this.
He won that. It's called the Brass Balls Award from the Spike Network. And he writes on it, "This doesn't happen without you."
And he gave you that.
And he gave me the award. He gave me the trophy out of his house.
We're going to get a video of this so you guys can see this, because I remember when he won that.
Yeah.
And when I filmed with Bruce, I'm this jacked guy, you know, and it was Death Becomes Her with Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn and stuff. And we're out there and we're eating. There's 4 of us guys that are like these bodyguards in the movie. And he's
Samoan guys?
No, just all like me, Fabio. There was a couple other guys.
Oh, it was Hair Club.
Yeah, it was Hair Club. And he comes out and he's like, "Forget that. I ain't going to my train. I'm sitting and eating with you guys. I want to look like this." And so it was just cool, but it was a guy's guy.
Total guy.
And I always talk about that. He was such a guy's guy. So skip the fame that he had. He was already a superstar. Skip all that personality. What was it about his work ethic that he's still pushing it through his whole career? And you're around these kind of people. You're around Stallone that's 75 now and still a freak in a great way to me.
Yeah, me too.
And so I love work ethic from people, but I also really value the time, because we've seen the next great guy come and go, and it's a flash in the pan, and it's a year. What change? What's the separation? How can guys do this, from health and fitness to the movies to training the most elites? How do you stay in it, and what have you picked up through these kind of people?
It's what you said. It's the work ethic. I'm so drawn to high achievers, and I don't care what field they're in. I don't care if they're maybe lawyers. I don't care what field they're in. The people who want to get better. Okay, you make the money. I got it. But after the money, what is there? You want to be the best at what you do. You want to be the actor who breaks new ground in acting, who breaks new ground in other ventures, whether it's, you see some guys doing energy drinks or alcohol or clothing lines, they're always pushing. They've always got something. It's on the back burner, but then it's right up on the front burner, and then they got so many things going. They got to get a bigger stove. I want to be around those people because that keeps me fired up. I don't want to. Look, you have a kid. You understand? I'm in the kid game. I have 5 of them. My goal is not to be the guy who sits back and goes, "That's nice that you're doing that." I want to be out there doing it with them until I can't. So I don't want to just work and like you said, phone it in and not be able to participate in their lives. I want to get after it in the morning, so I'm ready to go for the day. Whatever my kids want to do, my wife wants to do, that's all to me. That's where your life becomes more full.
So we just finished one movie. It turned out great. I am loving it. I love the dailies that we see. On to the next project. You finish, you keep going, you keep trying to go. That's, I guess, a better way to say it. And this next movie that I have booked, this is going to take all of me. This is going to take Slice to the Bone, all the character development, but also I need to be able to move and grow and keep that strength through this process. You'll understand why that is after you see the movie. But keeping the strength is key when you're dieting. And so I'm going to show you how to do that on Power Bodybuilding. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you over there. What I like is that it is your son's birthday,
Yeah.
and he's here in the gym.
Yeah.
Now, see, I like that. I like that. Okay, this is what you do, and a lot of kids are like, no, Dad, that's you. I'm going to do this other thing. But your son's still here, regardless of what he does for his true enjoyment. He still gets his workouts and stuff, and on his birthday.
It has to. They know, and that's also a great way. So we talk about win the morning, right? I get it in the morning, then I feel like I'm going to get ahead every day. I also say birthday. The people I know, I'm not going to work out on Monday. It's my birthday. What are you talking about? Why wouldn't you set the tone for that year? What do you mean set the tone for the year? I'll come in the day after. Go, I missed a day. You can't squeeze in 45 minutes, an hour and a half on the day that you're going to probably do a lot of other negative stuff that impacts you negatively, whether it's food or drink or whatever. And I don't judge that. Do what you got to do. But you could easily...
We're so similar.
You could easily get ahead. It's just...
I started when I was 17 doing my birthday squats, and so I turned 17, so I took 315 for a ride, and did, I think I hit 23 or 24, and then every year after that, the point was to do 315 for my age.
By the way, it's not original, it's Milo.
Yeah, it is Milo.
It's Milo.
It's 100% where I got Milo.
And his calf.
And so we did that through my entire life.
But run that down. How many trainers know Milo?
I would think you would know Milo.
Wrong. I would disagree. And I'll tell you another one. If you look at, people talk about the wall space in my gym as real estate. There's a belt out here right over my office door. People go, that's like prime real estate. Who's that?
And it's Milo.
It's Jack LaLanne's belt.
Okay.
Signed to me. And somebody goes, who is that? Who's a trainer? And I go, what do you mean, who is that? I mean, you have to know your history. I'm not saying you have to.
They don't know Joe Weider. They don't know Jack LaLanne. Correct. They don't know.
I got a Joe Weider pack there. I got a Jack LaLanne. They know Sly. They know Dwayne. They know you. They know those people who have come through. But a lot of them don't know the history and the people who paved the way for them to succeed. And you see it in sports. Like sometimes the younger guys don't know the older guys. They may know the older guys who were great, like marquee players, but you don't know the guy who set this record or did that. I think that's important. I also find you immerse yourself, it becomes super fun.
I got a couple things. Milo, we'll put up that information for you guys, but you'll understand that that's how I'm raising Titan, under that same principles that I did.
By the way, I want that kid's delts. It looks like a bell pepper.
You could thank Mom for those. But the concept of that is when I was 17 and I did the squats, it wasn't that I could do 17. I did more than 17, but it was, I'm going to do this until I can't. And you know, we still do it every birthday. The point there was,
it's that time again to get my blood work done to see where my numbers are. Again, the one big thing for me is I'm keeping track of it. It's so precise. You know, I competed in bodybuilding and powerlifting and martial arts, but that was all over decades ago. And so how can I continue to keep this physique and be this strong at this stage? And so that is by optimizing my health with Titan Medical. It all stems from one thing: your blood work, what's going on inside of you. And that's the main thing that I'm focused about, is see how I can continue to not just be in the game. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be a weekend warrior. I don't want to say you got a dad bod. I want to be the pinnacle of the health and fitness industry decades after I competed. And I've always said this too. You got so many of these guys that were with me in the 80s and 90s, and they keep putting the pictures up from the 80s and 90s. I don't want to be that guy. I like the fact that I can still put up pictures of me today, even though I won the universe back in the 90s. That's the goal for me. I don't know what your goal is, but I can tell you this. I know you want to live, and I know you want to live your best life. And that starts with blood work. Over at Titan Medical, start today.